over yonder so I can take a look around at what you've seen. I can see from where I am you're on an adventure in a place you can't describe. Some things can't be captured in words. So show me colors, colors I need.
Alright, hello, what's up mga kamat learner? Isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Panibagong discussion na naman dito sa ating Math Learning with Sir Ash, and this is also a live session for today. We will continue our discussions, and for today, we will be giving emphasis for our grade 7 students. And this is the fifth part of the quarter 2 modules. This is entitled Algebraic Expressions, Equations, and Inequalities. My dear math learners, napakadali lamang ng lesson na ito. Bakit? Dahil itong lesson na ito ay tungkol sa algebra at tuturuan ko kayo paano mag-solve ng mga different expressions, equations, and inequalities. Kung ano yung pagkakaiba nila, malalaman ninyo sa lesson na ito. At bago tayo magsimula, kung bago ka pa sa channel na ito, please click that subscribe button at notification bell para laging updated ka sa mga susunod dating mga discussion, as well as kung tingin mo ay ito ay nakakatulong sa iba mong mga friends, classmates, and schoolmates, pwede na rin pakilike ang video na ito para maging mas malaki pa ang chances na ma-reach out yung mga kasama mo. Alright, okay. Let us start, my dear math learners. Alright. Okay, so for the first module, we will start with the cover page, with the picture and the title of that. And then, for the second page, the people behind the module. And for the third page is the title page. And this module is all about, as what I've said earlier, algebraic expressions, equations, and inequalities. Alright. Okay, for the fourth module naman, you have the introductory message for your teachers as well as para sa inyong mga students. And then, for the fifth page, we will have our objective. So, ano nga bang objective sa module na ito? Okay, number 1, to solve problems involving algebraic expressions. Alright, madali lang yun. Pangalawa, differentiate algebraic expressions, equations, and inequalities. Paano ba nagkakaiba sila? Alright, madali lang din yun. Illustrate, lastly, we have to illustrate linear equations and inequality in one variable. Okay, so now, after this one, at least meron na tayong patutunguhan kung ano yung i-discuss natin. After this is the let us try part. This let us try is what we call the pre-test of the module, meaning no hassle, no pressure, my dear math learners. Just answer what you can answer from these questions. These are 15 questions, ABCD lang yan, to test whether you have a prior knowledge about this topic. So, of course naman, napag-usapan na natin from our previous discussion sa grade 7 ang tungkol sa mga algebraic expressions, polynomials, and about algebra matters. Okay, so let us start. Now, let us study. Ito yung introduction ng topic. Solving problems involving algebraic expression. So, these are the steps in solving problems. Number 1, you read the problem carefully. Tama nga naman. Paano mo iintindihan ang sitwasyon kung hindi mo alam ang problema? Okay. Next, determine what the problem is asking for. Alamin kung ano ang hinihingi ng problem. Sabi pa nga nila, kung hindi naman tinatanong, bakit mo sasagutin? Alright. Okay, number 3 is to identify the variables. So, basically, those are the given. And then, translate the problem into a mathematical expression. So, technically, what we'll do is when you make representations like let x be the ganyan-ganyan, you will translate the whole problem into a mathematical expression para ma-solve mo siya, okay? Para malagyan natin ng kaukulang solusyon. Alright! So, basically, my dear math learners, what the module is trying to say is that kung meron ka mga problema, syempre, kailangan alamin mo muna yung problem, tingnan ko ano yung mga given, and then, in your mind, represent it in a, like, visualize it, alright? Yung ganun. And then, translate it para mahanapan ng problema. Okay, we have here an example. If the length of a rectangular flower garden is thrice a number increased by 6 and its width is a number decreased by 8, find the perimeter of the rectangular garden. Okay, now the question is, ano ba ang hinihingi ng problema? So, ang hinihingi dito is find the perimeter. Ang tanong, ano nga ba ang perimeter? So, if you still remember your lesson in the elementary, perimeter is the sum of all sides. So, ito total mo lahat yon. Okay. So, since this is a rectangle, so mayroon kang dalawang length at saka dalawang width. Of course, katulad lang ng ating Oy, hindi pa. Okay, ay, teka. Nasira yata yung ano natin. Okay, yan. Try muna natin ito. Yan, yung whiteboard natin. Yung discussion board natin na yan, ang tawag dyan is a rectangle. So, meron kang dalawang width, length dito, at saka dalawang width. Alright, ganun lang yan siya. So, the width are equal, the lengths are equal. So, dalawang length, dalawang width, i-add mo lang yon, length plus width plus length plus width, or length plus length plus width. Yun ang magiging perimeter. Ganun lang kadali, my dear math learners. Okay, so, ano bang sabi dito? Yung length daw ng rectangular flower garden is thrice a number. So, 3 beses. 3x. Okay. Yung a number natin, hindi natin alam kung ano yung a number. So, thrice a number increased by 6. So, 3x plus 6. Alright. Kasi thrice a number, 3 times. 3 times x. Ganun. And its width is a number. Decreased by 8. Okay. So, hinihingi, perimeter. Alright, klaro yon. Let x be the unknown variable because pinag-uusapan natin dito is the number. Okay? So, let x be the unknown variable. And then, we have to translate that the length is thrice a number increased by 6. So, ito yon. Ayan, 3x plus 6. And ang width naman is a number decreased by 8. So, x minus 8 tayo. Okay. So, paano ba isosolve ang problem na ito? Of course, merong dalawang length, merong dalawang width sa isang perimeter. So, ang gagawin mo lang is i-times 2 mo ang 3x plus 6 at i-times 2 mo din ang x minus 8. So, ito na yon. 2 times 3x plus 6. So, when you... Okay, palaki lang natin konti. Alright, ayan. So, kung i-multiply natin ito, okay, itong 3x plus 6, i-times 2 natin yan, ang lalabas is 6x plus 12. Bakit ganyan mga math learners? It's because we apply the distributive property. So, si 2 minultiply kay 3, si 2 na naman minultiply kay 6. Kaya, naging 6x plus 12. Alright, ganun lang kadali. Samantalang, ang x minus 8, ita-times 2 naman din natin because twice the width kasi yon. Of course, sa isang rectangle, dalawa ang width. So, 2 times x minus x, applying distributive property pa rin. So, you have 2x minus 6. Of course, meron ka ng dalawang length, meron ka ng dalawang width, i-add mo na lang sila. So, combine like terms, kung sino yung may variable, pagsamahin. Kung sino yung walang variable, pagsamahin din. So, 6x plus 2x, that is 8x. 12 minus 16, that is negative. Okay, bakit ito? Ayan, may mali na naman sa final answer na ito. Oh my God. Okay, so 12 minus 16 is negative 4, not negative 14. So, this is negative 4, my dear math learners. So, at least we corrected the module. Okay? So, my dear math learners, kung nakikinig kayo, this is 8x minus 4 because 12 minus 16 is negative 4. Okay, ganun lang kadali, my dear math learners. Easy, right? Yes, easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Okay, so now let us go to the second problem. We have here, Beverly has C chocolates and D drinks. So, pinangalanan niya na yung mga chocolates niya is letter C, the variable C, and the drinks is the variable D. Ethan have 5 fewer chocolates than Beverly. Okay, so mas maliit daw si Ethan ng 5 chocolates kaysa kay Beverly. Okay, but twice as many drinks. Pero sobra siya ng 2 beses. Okay, Write an expression for eaten snacks. Okay. So read the problem carefully. Okay, binasa na natin. Determine what problem is asking for. Write an expression for eaten snacks. Okay. So identify the variables. Let C be the chocolates and D for the drinks. Kasi sinabi na agad sa problem na ito. As you can see here. Alright. Now, we will translate the problem. So for the chocolates ni Ethan, it says here 5 fewer chocolates. So if yung chocolates ni Beverly is represented as C, so C minus 5 lang tayo. Okay. So ito yon, C minus 5. Alright. And then for the drinks, twice as many drinks daw ang kay Ethan kesa kay Beverly. So 2 times the drinks. Ano ba ang drinks? Alright, letter D. So we have 2D. At ito yon, my dear math learners. Napakadali lang, di ba? Okay, so ang tanong ngayon, paano na ngayon ang ating expression? So, pagsasamahin mo lang sila. Okay? So, we have to combine C minus 5 and 2D. So, you will have C minus 5 plus 2D. Easy, right? Easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Okay, so now let us go to our next part of the problem or the part of the module. So, tapos na tayo paano sumagot ng mga problema. Okay, now let us go to equation. Alright. So ano ba ibig sabihin ng equation? Alright. Equation means from the word itself, equal and shown. So equal means the same and shown is the process. So putting them together, equation, it is basically the process of being the same. Alright. So technically, when we say equation or when we say equal, we will use, of course, the symbol equal sign. Ayan. Okay, yan. Klarong-klaro yan, my dear math learners. Okay, so an equation is a mathematical sentence indicating that the two expressions are equal and the symbol equal sign is used to denote equality. Alright. So, the equation which contains only one variable, x, is called a linear equation in one variable. So, yan ang tawag sa isang equation kapag meron kang isang variable na x, tapos gumamit ka ng equal sign. Okay? So, that is the linear equation in one variable. So, examples are 4a is equal to 20, b minus 8 is equal to 10, 15 minus 3c is equal to 18. So, as you can see, isang variable lang ginagamit sa mga equation na ito. Hindi ko sinasabing expression, instead equation, because expression walang equal yun. Bale, parang ganito lang. 4a. Ayan. 4a. Ganyan. So, that is an expression. So, b minus 8, that is an expression. Pero pag lalagyan mo na yan ng equal sign, my dear math learners, ang tawag dyan ay equation. Alright. So, a linear equation in one variable is one which can be written in the form ax plus b is equal to 0. So, ito yung form niya. Standard form niya yan. Okay? Ax plus b is equal to 0. Where a and b are real numbers and a should not be equal to 0. Bakit? Kasi kung mag-0 si a dito, mawawala ang value ng x. Therefore, magkakaroon ka ng b is equal to 0 na form which will give you a constant equation and not a linear equation. Alright. So, it is also known as the first degree polynomials. So, ang highest exponent ng equation na ito ay always 1. Okay, kasi it is an expression or an equation in the first degree. Alright, my dear math learners, let us continue. We have here a mathematical statement containing one variable classified. Okay, an equation may either be true or false. Okay, ang equation daw pwedeng sabihin natin true or false. Pero basically, my dear math learners, of course, kapag ito ay false, then that is not an equation kasi hindi yun equal. Okay. Alright, so let's say here, 8 plus 10 is equal to 18. This is true equation since both sides have the same value. 8 plus 10 is 18 and on the right side, 18 din ang tawag dyan, kabila. So 18 and 18, they are equal. We have here, x plus 8 is equal to 15. The equation can either be true or false. Yes, that is correct. Depending on the value of x na ilalagay mo dito sa or i-replace mo sa value ng x mo para maging true siya. Of course, x plus 8 is equal to 15. Ano ang kailangan ni 8 para maging 15. That is 7, right? So, kung si x mo ay 7, then the equation is correct. Pero kapag nilagay mo 2 ang x mo, so 2 plus 8, that is not 15. Alright, so ang mangyayari dyan, that is a false equation. Okay, napakadali lamang ng topic na ito, my dear math learners. So, there are the 3 types of linear equation. We have the identity equation. Example of that is 5x is equal to 4x plus x. The conditional equation, okay, this is true for only some values of the variable. Okay, so example of that is here. 4x plus 2x is equal to 3x minus 1. If we combine like terms, we have 4x minus 3x. And then sa kabila naman, we have negative 1 minus 2. Okay, baka gusto nyong tanongin, sir, paano nangyari yun? Alright. So, ito lang, my dear math learners. This solution is already been accepted and it is also published in the book of Gladys Nivera et al. Yung tinatawag natin na transposition method. So, the transposition method says that every time nalilipat ang isang term sa kabilang side of the equation, meaning from left to right or from right to left, the sign of that term will always change. Okay, example. Ito yung original mo, right? Okay, ito yung original mo. 4x plus 2 is equal to 3x minus 1. Of course, si 4x at si 3x, kailangan magsama yan kasi sila lang yung merong variable. So, si 3x ngayon, ililipat natin sa left side. So, dahil positive ito, pag nilipat ito sa kabila, syempre, dumaan siya sa equal sign, mag-iiba na yon. So, magiging minus 3x na siya. Okay, ito naman si 2 at saka si negative 1. Kailangan magsama din. So, nilipat sa right side si positive 2. So, si positive 2 ngayon or si plus 2 ngayon, naging minus 2 na. Okay, so kinapi lang si negative 1 kasi hindi naman lumipat. Okay, hindi man siya pumunta sa left side of the equation. Ito lang si plus 2, lumipat sa right side. So, naging minus 1 or negative 1 minus 2. So, when we simplify negative 1 minus 2, that is negative 3. And 4x minus 3x, that will give you x na lang. So, x is equal to negative 3. So, this is known as the conditional equation because there is a particular value of x in order for the equation to be true. Okay, hindi katulad dito, kahit anong ilagay mo dito na value, this will equalize or this will equate or the given equation will be true at all times. Kung maglalagay ka dito ng 1, magiging 1 at 1 din dyan. So, the answer will still be the same. Maglagay ka ng 0 dyan, 0 at 0, the answer will still be the same. Alright? So, ganun lang kadali, my dear math learners. And we have here the inconsistent equation. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng inconsistent? So, this results in a false statement. For example, if we have to solve 3x minus 15 is equal to 3 times the quantity x minus 4, we have, so, like this. Okay, may mali na naman dito, right? Anong mali dito, my dear math learners? Ito. Nakalimutan lagyan. Ito na part. Oh, nakalimutan lagyan ng parenthesis. My dear math learners, this one and this one are two different things. So, if ever you want this to be simplified, so you multiply 3 times x, that is 3x, then 3 times negative 4, that is negative 12. So, this is already correct. Pero dito na part, mali yan kasi nakalimutan nilang ilagay ang parenthesis. So, be careful with that, my dear math learners. Okay. So, we have here 3x minus 15. So, gumamit siya dito para malipat sa kabila ang 3x. Alright? Para magsama sila ng 3x dito. Kasi kung titingnan natin ito, may 3x dito, right? Sa left side. Dito din, pag i-multiply na silang dalawa, magkakaroon ka din ng 3x. So, therefore, ang gagawin mo na lang is to transpose. So, when you transpose the 3x to the other side, of course, medyo nakakalito ito, my dear math learners, no? Okay, so, nag-minus siya ng both sides ng 3x. So, 3x minus 3x. Then, of course, kung anong ginawa sa left, yun din ang gawin sa right. So, naging 0 na ito. Pero, ito din, naging 0 din. So, ang natira na lang is negative 15. Ito yun. And then, ang natira sa right side is negative 12. Ito yun. And we all know that negative 15 and negative 12 are two different values. Okay, so that is a false statement. Okay, so In that case, this is known as the inconsistent equation, meaning when you solve or when you simplify the equation, ma-delete or may eliminate yung variable, giving you just constant values, and then when you equate those constant values, the solution is inconsistent, hindi correct, or the statement is false. Okay, so yun ang tatlong different types of equations. Okay, my dear math learners, I hope klaro yun sa inyo. Alright, now let us go to inequality. So here, inequality, of course, kung si equation gumagamit ng equal sign, si inequality naman ay hindi. Anong ginagamit ni inequality? Ito yung mga symbol na inyon. Alright. So this is known as the greater than. We have the greater than or equal to. We have the less than, and we have the less than or equal to. My dear math learners, another is the unequal sign. Okay, that is also a symbol for inequality. So when we say inequality, if we dissect the word inequality, so it means, or ity, the suffix ity means the state of, ganon, the state of, then equal, the same, in, not. So the state, pag ilalagay na natin silang tatlo, inequality, okay, that means the state of being not the same. The state of being not the same. So, they are not equal, my dear math learners. Okay. So, therefore, paano mo ba masasabi na hindi siya not or hindi siya equal? Of course, hindi ka gagamit ng equal sign. Alright. So, it could be not equal na sign. It could be greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, or less than. Okay. So, examples of linear inequality in one variable is parang linear equation lang din. Pero, yung equal sign, pinalitan ng inequality sign. Ayan. Okay, so what are the difference between algebraic expression, equations, and inequalities? Algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase which combine numbers, variables, and operations to show the value of something. Okay, so when we say expression, ito lang yon na part. Alright, so ganyan. Yan. Okay, so mga ganyan, expression. We already discussed that on the previous discussions or live sessions natin. Okay, you can go back if ever nakalimutan mo. Okay, equation naman ay kapag gumagamit ng equal sign, and inequality naman ay kapag gumagamit ng inequality sign. Alright, so ganun lang ang pagkakaiba ng tatlo, my dear math learners. Alright, so now let us continue. So we have here, it has operating symbols and no relation symbols. So hindi niya nire-relate sa ibang expression. So, ito naman sa equation, it uses equal. Sa inequality, gumagamit ng ganito mga symbols. So, dito naman sa algebraic expression, there is no solution because you can simplify the equation or a numerical value. Ito naman sa equation, it has one definite solution, isang value lang. Pero dito sa inequality, maraming solutions. Okay? So, later on, malalaman niyo kung bakit maraming solutions. Okay. For example, ito yon. O, yan. Nakita nyo, walang equal sign, walang inequality sign. Ito naman, sa equation, may equal sign. Sa inequality, merong inequality sign. Ang ginamit dito sa example ito is less than. Y is less than 6. Alright. So, technically, of course, my dear math learners, when we say y is less than 6, ano ba ang mga value na less than sa 6? So, madami. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the negative numbers, 0, and all the negative numbers. So, many solutions. Pero ito naman, sa 9x minus 5 is equal to 31, if we transpose negative 5 or minus 5 to the right side, kasi siya ay walang variable, so 31 plus 5 na yan. So, magiging 36. And para matanggal si 9, we divide both sides by 9. So, x will become 4. Okay, so isang value lang. Ito naman dito, kung wala kang value ng x, hindi mo to masisimplify, right? Or hindi mo siya masisimplify into one. Pero, you can simplify this or tanggalin lang yung mga quantity sign. So, if you distribute this one, this 2, this will become 6x minus, so itong sagot dito, 2 times 3x will become 6x, okay? Then 2 times 7 or negative 2 Negative 2 times 7, that is negative 14. So 6x minus 6x minus 14. So 6x minus 6x, that is 0. So 0 minus 14 is negative 14. Okay, so the simplified form for this one is negative 14. Okay, napakadali lang, my dear math learners. So ngayon, kayo naman dito sa part na ito at ilalagay nyo kung sino sa kanila ang pasok sa algebraic expression, sa equation, and inequality. Okay, so for your bonus, ibibigay ko ang example ng tigi-isa. Okay, for algebraic expressions. From this line, ito yon. Ayan. Okay, yan. Isang example yan siya ng algebraic expression. Bakit? Dahil wala siyang symbol na equal or inequality symbols. Okay, next, equation. This is an example of an equation. Bakit? Dahil mayroong equal sign. Napakadali, my dear math learners. And for the inequality, eto naman. Ayan. So, merong less than na symbol. Easy, right? Yes, easy lang talaga. And I'm sure, my dear math learners, kaya nyo ding i-perfect ang activity na ito. Okay, now let's go to activity 2. Identify or identity, conditional, or inconsistent equation. So, sasabihin lang natin kung ito ba ay identity or inconsistent. Okay, so, check this one. Number 1. Okay, so, 4x minus x is equal to 3x. So, 4x minus x, pag isi-simplify natin, 3x yun. So, 3x equals 3x. Tabla, parehong may variable sa left and sa right, tapos equal sila. So, that is an identity equation. Excuse me. How about this one? 2x plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 8. When you simplify this one, so if we transpose 2x here, magiging 2x minus 2x yun, magiging 0 na. So therefore, this is an inconsistent equation. How about this one? 4x minus 2 and 4x minus 2, lipat dito. This is still an identity equation. Okay? Bakit? Kasi they will become equal. 4x minus 8 ang lalabas. Okay? And they are just the same. We have here 3x plus 5x. Identity pa rin ito. 2x minus 1 is equal to 8. Ito is an conditional or conditional equation. Okay? So, I hope nakuha niyo yun, my dear math learners. Kayo naman ang sumagot dito sa 6 to 10. Alright. Okay. So, we have here solve the following problems. Write your answers as an expression. Find the perimeter of a square if the side is x. Okay, so perimeter of a square. Okay, so gamit tayo ng whiteboard, my dear math learners. O yan. Okay, so sabi dito, yung perimeter daw ng isang square if your side is x. Of course, in a square, all of the sides are equal. So this will be x, this will be x, and this will be x. Since we are talking about perimeter, so the perimeter is the sum of all sides. So that is x plus x plus x plus x. Alright. So, your perimeter is 4x. And this will be your final answer. Okay. Easy, right? Easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Okay, how about number 2? Find the perimeter of a rectangle if the longest side is 3x and the shorter side is x. Okay. So, the longest side, of course, is the length and the shorter side is the width. Okay. So, paano nga ba yun siya natin Okay. So, let's try to this one. Okay, let's try to answer. Alright. Kalimutan kong kumuha ng aking eraser. So, I will just use this small handkerchief. Okay. Now, sige, lagay muna natin ang whiteboard. Okay, sabi dito, 3x daw ang longest side and ang shorter side is x. Okay, yan. Okay. So, the length is 3x. The width is x. The perimeter is, of course, length plus width plus width. So, our length is 3x plus 3x. Okay, nag-change lang ako, nag-substitute lang ako based sa ating representation. Then, our w is x and x. Okay, so if we add this one, 3 plus 3, that is 6, plus x, that is 8x. So, the perimeter is equal to 8x. Napakadali lamang, my dear math learners.
Easy, right?
Alright, so let us continue. We have here the price of a repair and maintenance of the laptop is 1,000 pesos. If the technicians finds more damage, an additional charge of 500 pesos per damage to the bill. If the technician finds and damages, how much is the bill? Okay. So my dear math learners, yung presyo ng pagpapaayos ng laptop ay 1,000 pesos. So flat rate na yon, may 1,000. Tapos kung merong damage, mag-a-add siya ng 500 kada damage. So, yung damages daw, hindi sanabi kung ilang damages, but represented into N. So, therefore, if we make a representation for this one, basically, N will be the number of damages. And since it says here that from the 1,000, mag-a-add ng 500 times the damages, so, ang gawin mo dyan is, the bill is equal to 1,000 plus 500N. Or pwede din 500N plus 1,000. Okay, so ganun lang kadali, my dear math learners. Okay, so kayo naman ang sumagot sa number 4 at number 5. Now, let us go to the let us remember. Solving word problems involving algebraic expression is easy. Alright. And always remember to follow the steps. Okay, an algebraic expression is a phrase. An equation uses two expressions that are equal, and an inequality is a sentence that shows two expressions that are not equal. So yan ang pagkakaiba ng tatlo. The equation uses equal sign while the inequality uses either the less than or equal to, the greater than, or the greater than or equal to, and not equal. Okay. A linear equation in one variable is one that can be written in the form ax plus b is equal to 0, where a and b are real numbers, but a should not be equal to 0. There are three types: the identity, the conditional, and the inconsistent. Okay, so ito naman, my dear math learners, is the part na kung saan ikaw naman ang sasagot, at ito na yung tinatawag nating post-test, at dapat galingan mo ang part na ito. ABCD lang ito, and I'm sure sa na-discuss natin today, kayang-kaya mo nang sagutin ito. Okay, so ilan ba ito? This is still 15 items. Okay, next is the let us enhance. Write at least 5 verbal statements about your relationship with your classmates, friends, or parents. Translate them into a mathematical statements. Okay, so 5 verbal statements. So you will use greater, less than, ganon. Okay, and then you can also use variables to represent your love or your connections to your classmates, friends, or parents. 5 lang, my dear math learners. Okay, so madali lang ito. And then we have the let us reflect. So comment on this statement. Equality is a boundary between less than and greater than and greater than. Okay, so since this is reflection, of course, isip-isip lang kung ano yung pagkakaintindi mo dyan. Okay. Alright, so, my dear math learners, if you do have some questions about this topic, do not forget to just write it or to put your inquiries in our comment section below or in our chat box. Okay? And if you're still new to this channel, please do not forget to click the subscribe button and notification bell. Please, my dear math learners, hope you can share this video to your fellow friends, classmates, and schoolmates. This is still your free access YouTube edu creator, Math Teacher Ash. And always remember, it is fun to learn mathematics kapag marami tayong nagsasama-sama. Thank you, God bless, and keep safe always.
I will take a little trip over yonder, so I can take a look around at what you've seen. I can see from where I am.